without further ado, our first of our guest speakers, Mr. Brian Looby. Brian is a director of Peregrine, which specialises in intelligent LED lighting and energy management software for industrial facilities in Ireland and the UK. Could I have a hand of applause for Brian Looby?
Good afternoon, everyone. And thanks very much. I'm delighted to be here. We're amongst good people here. We don't have a lot of time, and I have a lot to get through, so I'll get stuck straight into it. What I will do is just take very, very briefly a little bit about who we are, but more about what we do. So my name is Brian Looby. I'm with Peregrine Energy. We're an intelligent LED lighting company based here in Tralee, and we do LED lighting retrofits of commercial industrial properties. Our core product, as I said, is intelligent LED lighting. So that's LED lighting with occupancy sensors, daylight harvesting, dimming and scheduling. So how we do it, I suppose for the past 3 or 4 years we have done commercial retrofits of offices, retail, commercial industrial facilities. In 2015 we became the exclusive Irish partner to Digital Lumens, a US company and the industry leader in intelligent lighting. We worked very, very hard to get that partnership, and we're very proud to be their partner. Over the years, we have developed quite an extensive database of building audits, well in excess of 100 at this stage, good, viable, decent-sized buildings. We work very close with Sustainable Ireland, or the SEAI, and the energy providers, and have put a lot of clients through the system, getting grant support for various projects, all of them LED lighting related. Also, all the products and the systems that I speak about today are registered under the EEE scheme, and indeed we've put our own products which we manufacture for ourselves through the EEE scheme as well, which means they're eligible for the ACA, which is the Accelerated Capital Loan Scheme. We're currently, at the moment, we're working directly with Enterprise Ireland on the software development of another project, which hopefully you will hear a lot more about over the next year. We're proud members of BNI, also the Kerry Business Women's Network, obviously not me, and Tralee Chamber Lines. And we're also working on a smart domestic product with the Institute of Mechatronics. I suppose in a bid to blow our own trumpet, now's as good a time as any in front of all of you. But this year, towards the end of this year, we were finalists in the Ulster Bank Business Achievers Award. We were shortlisted from 660 down to the final 3. And we were robbed at the end. One thing, and the main thing I want to bring out today, I want to get across today, is I just want to put forward a case for you to see the viability in specifying sustainable products, or at least sustainable practices. And if that's all you take for today, from today, then hopefully I will have done my job. It's very simple, and I have the product here for anyone who wants to have a look at it later or play around with it. But what we do is we have award-winning fixtures, LED high bay fixtures. You can see them in place here. And it's very simple. They're made to be efficient products, efficient to use and efficient to install. They're fixed to the ceiling. That all they need is mains power. They don't need data cables, so no Cat5, no Cat6. They all communicate wirelessly with each other, so they create a mesh network. All of these are speaking to each other, and they're all speaking to the server. And I'll go through, and this is where the real intelligence is, and I'll go through that in a little bit more detail now. So these fixtures, with the server, with the built-in intelligence, we can achieve savings of 90%, and that'll be conservative. Oftentimes we exceed that. All of the products that we deal with come with a 10-year warranty, and as I mentioned, there's grant support there for it. Again, I won't spend too much time looking at the product here, because the real fruit is in the intelligence. As I say, afterwards, anyone who wishes to have a look, you can come and have a look at the product. We have a very high quality, well built product here. All the brains is here, occupancy sensors, daylight harvesting, and this is the metering, and this is the brains of it. So our LED light bars are here, rotatable light bars. As I say, everything communicates wirelessly with a server, and the real brains is the Light Rules software, which I will go into now. It's one thing, there's great savings in converting old inefficient systems to LED. The real savings is in the intelligence. I'd have a bit of a gripe with systems that call themselves intelligent or just put an I onto the front of it and call themselves intelligent. Even in Argos last week, there's an intelligent toothbrush. It speaks to a smartphone. I don't know what that does, but you see where things are going. I drew the line there. I didn't continue. So all our light fixtures communicate back to a server. And what we have at the start of every week, an ideal situation is for our facilities manager, our building owner, once the system is installed, it's settled in and everything, he sits down and just interacts with this interface a couple of times a week. Like we start every week with our cash flow analysis, what's due in this week, what's due out. We should also be able to have our finger on the pulse of the building. What's the building doing at the moment? What's my building going to cost me to run this week? There's no end to the type of reports that our system generates, and what I'm going to do is just run through a couple of them on a very high level. Our 1 month energy usage, we should at this day and age, 2016, be able to know what our building is doing, what it's consuming over the past month. What did it consume this week versus what did it consume last week? What did it consume? We'll say today it's 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. What did it consume between 2 and 3 last Friday, the Friday before that? What did it consume this week? What did it consume this week versus the same week last year? We have to be able, in order to reduce our consumption or at least change how we consume something, we have to be able to measure and monitor it. You can see here, and I won't go into too much detail, but this is a facility on shift work. You can see here, this is a Tuesday, and it's on full shift. There's obviously a night shift here as well. So you can see how the consumption peaks based on occupancy. Sunday, they work Saturdays, they don't work Sundays. You can see here, there's little spikes here. No facility manager is able to say, well, there's no one in the facility on Sunday. Why is this spike here? Or there's a reason to ask this question now.